Welcome to A Bold and Distant Future. It's November 13th, and the U.S. government shutdown has ended. I think, did they get to 41 days, 42 days? I'm not sure.
More importantly, the shutdown of the bold and distant future has ended.
Yeah, they're trying to shut us down now, too. We have to be careful around here. You never know when they're going to attack. So I think we've got Eddie here and Scooter. How's everyone? Everyone doing okay?
Yo.
Great. We'll start off with some general announcements, but more indicators along the way of the blue wave. There we go. Yes, we've spent a lot of money on the blue wave graphic, so I do want to use it as much as possible.
I'm sorry, we're talking about the blue wave now, are we?
Yes, it is upon us. I think it's building momentum.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure from now on, all waves will be blue.
Yes, I hope so. It just feels like things are slipping away from the Trump administration. Let's not forget Blackout the System, which is coming up. And this is happening November. When is it starting? On the 25th? I think the 25th to December 2nd. People are trying to black out the system. So go to blackoutthesystem.com, find out more, and get involved in that way to show some resistance if you can.
Another thing, too, that we might want to consider, and, I don't want to steal thunder here, but this Christmas, maybe think about shopping locally, not using Amazon. I mean, I try to boycott Amazon as much as I can. There's limits to my ability to do that. But as an ongoing project, and Christmas would be a good time to kick that off. It's just a thought.
I think it's good advice. I think the more we can do that, the better.
I'm right there with you. I dumped my Amazon account when we were in London and haven't gone back. I managed to find my way around it without going to Temu or any of those other weird places.
Oh, stay away from Temu. That is bad news regardless. But most things that I want to buy, I may price them on Amazon, but then I'll go to the actual vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the same.
That's good advice. I was talking to some people the other day and I mentioned, no kings. And they're like, what's no kings? So it's funny how the message of, protest, no kings, resistance, whatever, how it hasn't made it to certain quarters and certain people. He's a younger, maybe he's in his late 30s guy who's into tech and stuff and does Twitter, but he's just wasn't dialed in on it at all, which I found surprising. So trying to get, sharing that information with others, I think is super important.
So what's interesting to me right now about No Kings is what is the form of government that refuses a monarch? What is it called?
Democracy?
Republic, which makes us Republicans.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of Republicans, this moment is just the chaos in the Oval Office.
There's only chaos on the right-hand side of that picture. Obviously, on the left, there's nothing but calm and composure.
Yeah, isn't that Dr. Oz that took the fall?
No, it was somebody else.
Who was it? Dr. Phil? I thought there was a doctor involved. Maybe that's a doctor looking at whoever fell. Who fell?
That's a good question. Who fell? I don't know his name. Dr. Oz was speaking the moment the person did fall.
Oh, okay.
And he went over to help the guy. If you've seen the video.
Is that Dr. Oz's back we're looking at?
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, this was good too.
Yeah.
I can't remember which. I think it might have been both Kimmel and Colbert played this clip in its entirety, and of course they had to blur out all the middle fingers there.
Well, you would think football fans would be big Trump people.
The weird thing is he's trying to get the Washington team to name some new stadium after him.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would challenge a little bit the idea that football fans are all Republicans. For one, I grew up around San Francisco and we got the Niners.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Yeah, I would say that their supporters don't fit that particular category.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What's that thing Giuliani's holding there?
I have no idea what's on his chest, but he has been pardoned
Yeah.
by Trump, so he cannot be prosecuted for any January 6th kind of related charges.
Yeah.
But it says it's largely symbolic and cannot shield the dude from state level prosecution.
Mm.
So, what's the point?
So if he were held accountable in Washington, D.C., it wouldn't be applicable because it's a state. But D.C. isn't a state. I don't know how that works.
DC is not a state.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Well, Newsom went to Texas, Houston, and a pretty big crowd showed up.
Any report on the numbers?
I didn't get an exact report, but looks like hundreds.
What's that yellow sign in the back say?
Something fight back. I can't read it.
It's pretty blurry.
Well, that's actually good news. I've always wondered about how Newsom would play outside of California.
You know, I think if you think about the messaging that could possibly resonate with the masses out there, he's managed to be at the helm, shepherding California from being the sixth largest global economy to the fourth in his terms. Mm-hmm. So you want somebody that can deliver something that really is possibly economically good for the middle class. Maybe that's the message to play.
Well, yeah. I just felt that he was a little too emblematic of California, just the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, and so on and so forth.
I like the way he's taken Trump's memes and turning him into some of them pretty good.
Maybe this is building up to another blue wave.
I hope so. You can't have enough blue waves around.
Nope, not enough blue waves.
People, I think, in the next presidential election, it's going to be sort of a vote against Trump, even whether Trump's running or not. That's my hope anyway.
But we do know that the incumbent never does well in a midterm.
It's
there's
possibly
that.
going to relate to how bad off everyone is as a result of some of the things that they're putting in place. I mean, having your healthcare premium doubled or having to choose to drop it because you can't afford it, that's a big one, you know? Grocery prices have not gone down. The price of eggs is still... Eggs and bacon, wasn't that what he was always pushing? I just paid $15 for bacon at Costco, which you would think would be better.
$15 for bacon?
Yeah.
Well, Adelita Grijalva was sworn in, so that finally happened after 7 weeks, which is
timing
nice
is interesting, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, do you think this timing is hurting her or helping?
I think that was part of the
Republicans?
deal to pass the to end the shutdown.
Ah,
Yeah, there's some interesting things that I look at that shutdown, and I think there was an awful lot of wrangling that went on, and this was part of it.
Yeah.
It was a big part of it, because now this opens the door to the Epstein files.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Epstein files, which could create another blue wave. Did you guys see some of the stuff that was connected to emails they unveiled and sent out?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I need to get a sense of context about some of it, but on the face of it, it looks pretty damning.
Oh God, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to talk their way out of this one, but I think the press secretary, Carolyn Levitt, is trying, but I don't know how successful she'll be.
It's going to be an upstream battle to move against that. And what's interesting to me, too, is that it looks like a whole lot of people on the Republican side are really, really nervous about the midterms in regard to the Epstein files. They want a chance to release.
Right. If they want them out there so they can tell their voters. We did release them. You can't complain about that anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying that, yeah. And the other part of that, of course, is that they're distancing themselves rather profoundly from Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a reaction to the reactionaries.
Well, when Marjorie Taylor Greene's on the side of releasing them, something's going on.
Exactly.
Just saying.
So, if your government is reactionary and you become a reactionary against the reactionary government, what does that make you?
I don't know. It's like a triple negative or something. I don't know what you are again. You're just. Oh, we
yes.
wanted to start identifying as Antifa. I am
Yeah.
Antifa.
I'm actually Unctifa.
Yeah, what was that? Unctifa. What did
Uncle
that
Nut.
mean?
Antifa. There was a
Oh, I get you.
went around that showed the actual Antifa, like, Mrs. Butterworth, and I thought, well, I'm Unctifa. Okay, never mind.
No, that's good. I like that. I didn't make the connection. I thought that was some code. I thought that was code for something.
It was a reaction to another meme I saw where Antifa was, sitting there doing something.
Yes, Antifa.
Antifa.
That'd be another way to do it. Antifa.
Mm-hmm.
That's more Asian. Everybody in Asian calls their friends auntie.
Yeah. That's worth a poster. You guys are artists, I remind you.
Okay.
All
I
right,
think
so
we
we're
should get-
Antifa. We need to get Kirk Douglas involved in that somehow. I am Antifa.
I
Yeah,
was
we-
thinking more along the lines of one of those inflatable animal suits like Portland's been wearing. A T-Rex or a unicorn or a frog. I am Antifa.
Yeah. Godzilla. I'd go for that.
I really like the way the Portlanders responded to all that. I just thought they did a great job with it. Dancing in blow up animal suits.
Have you guys been following how everything's going down in Chicago?
I haven't
seen much.
I haven't really. What's happening? Fill us in.
Well, it's just more of the same, but they're getting really, what's the word I'm looking for? They're going out of their way to be can I say assholes?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. They're going out of their way to be assholes. They're stopping people in Walmart parking lots. They're showing up at daycares. I think they even showed up at a nursing home at one point. They're just going to town. They seem to be singling out Chicago for almost special treatment. I don't hear this stuff about Portland so much.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of these ICE videos, and sometimes it's hard to know exactly when it happened, but I have seen some of these really aggressive things. And the thing about them stopping people on the street to ask them to see their identification, which is so un-American.
Yeah.
Like to see your papers, please.
Comrade.
Yeah. What the heck? This is America, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Not anymore.
Put this red letter A on your jacket, please.
So my reading of the First Amendment looks like Trump and the administration is basically going after everything in the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So they're doing the religious thing. They're trying to create a Christian theocracy of some kind.
Well, in fairness, he's not Congress.
That's true. The bridging of freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
What
like-
this tells me is Congress is not doing its job.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that the Democrats caved, too.
Yeah, again, I think that was in the works. I don't
Well,
think it happened out
yeah.
of nowhere. Every Democrat that caved is not facing re-election. They're
Right.
either quitting or, just the timing is such that they won't have to next year. So I figure those with the sacrificial, what's the word I'm looking for? Sacrificial offerings will work. but this whole thing has been in the works for a while, and I'm wondering if, in fact, what was her name? The woman that just got allowed into Congress with the impronounceable last name?
Grijalva. Her name is
Yes.
pronounced Grijalva. The J is
Thank you.
Hall.
I think that was a big part of it. And I think
Mm.
the Epstein thing was really, they're going for the jugular.
I guess we'll
'Cause
see that play out.
Yeah.
And shortly.
Because killing the ACA and raising everybody's premium, who does that hurt? I mean, politically, obviously it hurts us. But in terms of Congress, which party does it hurt?
Yeah, it's going to hurt the Republicans, right? Going to
I
be
keep
pushback.
thinking, and this is just something I thought of, and please tell me if I'm kind of taking over the conversation, and then I'll shut up.
Not at all.
But I've been thinking in terms of like Congress, things like the UN General Assembly. Every time we see these gathering of people who are pontificating, it's sort of a kabuki. It's a play. It's staged for our, edification, but the actual work happened a while ago. And it happens in offices and in lobbies and in restaurants and in bars.
Mm.
And on the golf course, apparently.
And on the golf course, yeah. So, what we see is kind of what we see has been rehearsed. It seems suicidal to me.
Yeah, I don't get where they're going with this. What are they trying to do? They're just trying to weaken us all so then they can, save us later with nothing? I don't know. What did you call
Trump
that?
at one point was actually pro-universal health care. I wonder if this is a backhanded move to force the issue. That's giving him way too much credit, I'm sure, but it's a thought that occurred to me. I'm sorry, you were asking?
Well, I was going to say you brought up that term called accelerationism. Was that what it was called?
Yeah.
And they're just destroying everything so that way they can rebuild it in their own image or their own liking.
Well,
is that the point of accelerationism? To destroy all
the point of accelerationism is basically to just, things are moving in a particular direction, and you just do everything possible to quicken the pace and make it happen. Acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
So both, I mean, the revolutionary left does the same thing. In fact, arguably, it's a tactic from the revolutionary left that the right has adopted.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see where it takes us. Hopefully the blue wave will save us all. It feels like they're losing grip. They're losing, and this Epstein thing might just be that little bit that pushes them over, if there's anything there, which it looks like it is just from these few emails that have come out. That one exchange between Epstein and, is it Michael Wolff? It's like, wow. Basically talking about how Epstein can leverage what he knows about Trump for power to create a debt. But I've been watching Michael Wolff's little, videos for a long time, how he reveals little things about Melania and Epstein and all that stuff. But I didn't know.
Well, this might help explain why Epstein is no longer with us.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a. Of course, many of us think it was not. He didn't take his own life, but I'm starting to think that Charlie Kirk's death wasn't a single shooter operation either.
Uh-oh.
Is that gonna take our channel down if I say
back down to Dallas?
I hate to go down these conspiratorial rabbit holes, but once you start seeing the way Erica Kirk is, trying to, have J.D. Vance take the throne of Charlie Kirk in some weird way, some symbolic way, it just seems like it's some.
Yeah, there were those that theorized he'd marry Charlie Kirk's wife and divorce his own because she's not flipping from her own religion to Christianity, their form of Christianity, which I actually don't think is Christianity, since it doesn't really follow any of the premises laid down in Christianity. And meanwhile, Trump has golfed 25% of his presidency so far at a cost of about $100,800,000 while he's getting rid of the excess one of his campaign slogans, right?
Yeah, he was going to drain the swamp. We didn't realize he was draining the swamp to build a golf course.
And a ballroom.
A ballroom.
Let's not forget he's building the ballroom.
Does the next president just tear down that ballroom? What do we do?
I think we use it for a rug warehouse.
I think we lease it to Mike Lindell. Let him sell pillows out of there.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, thank you for joining us today, guys, and trying to piece this tough week together. It was a wild week, as they all are, but this one was just, again, it feels, every week feels like a month. But I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate anyone listening today to our views on what is happening. Bold and Distant Future thanks you. Thank you, Scooter, and thank you, Eddie, for being here
Well,
today.
I'd just like to say in closing that they won't stop the blue wave.
Long
Sorry,
live
did you
the
mention the
wave.
blue wave?
Yes, the blue wave.
Yes. They just because they think they can do it by having a power outage, the blue wave will continue.
Let's stop the blue wave. All right, peace, guys. Take
All
care.
All right, cheers.
Have a great week. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.